Hello and good afternoon. Destin from Camping World in Center Conway here. Just doing a quick walk around of the 2021 Freedom Elite 26HE. It's a nice coach. It does have a bedroom slide on it, so it opens up a little bit. We'll start on the outside here and work our way in. At the top of the door side here, we have a pretty nice storage area, and what they do is this is all rotocast plastic, so none of it's going to degrade or rust out over time. They should all have drains in there as well, so if anything does get wet, you can just empty them right out. There is also lights on the storage area here. Onto the back end, you do have a 120 power outlet on the outside, as well as your furnace exhaust and your fridge exhaust. Onto the before I forget, we do have a power awning, of course, full length of the coach. There is an LED strip underneath there as well. Onto the back end, they've switched over to all LED lighting on their brake lights and reverse lights. There is a backup camera already equipped on the coach, ready to go. And there is a receiver hitch already installed on the coach. I believe off the top of my head, it's good for 7,000 pounds. It does have a 7-way already installed on there. It is prepped for a brake controller, but one will need to be installed. Steel bumper on the back for your sewer hose, of course, and a ladder to get onto the roof. Onto the off-door side, there's your slide out there. The slide topper is already installed on it. Underneath that slide is another storage area. Now, the storage area is all fully finished, so there's no exposed wood or anything like that you have to worry about, as well as the seals that they use, which should stop any water from coming in. Underneath this storage area is going to be your sewage dump. Your gray and your black tank drains will be right there. Moving on to the front half, we have a Onan 4,000 watt generator. This runs off the gas tank of the coach itself. It does have an auto shut off, so if you're under 25% of your tank, your generator will not run. That is a good thing, so you don't run out of gas overnight. And of course, our propane tank towards the front here. Another thing I'd like to point out on this backside here, we do have a gravity fill fresh water tank. A lot of times you'll see you still need a pressurized water system to fill up your tank, which means if you're going out boondocking, you're not able to do that. You can go to the lake, grab a 5-gallon bucket of water and throw it in there. Last but not least, we have our black tank flush to clean all that out. Let's move on to the inside of the coach here, see what that has to offer. So the 26HE is kind of a nice floor plan. As you walk in, we'll start off at the side of the door here. Whoop! Almost lost my footing. You do have your battery disconnect there, as well as your solar controller. So this is solar prepped, and all of our light controls. Moving on up. I like the way this is set up, is we have our dinette right in the front, opposed to a couch. These do have seat belts in there, so I believe you can sit six or seven legally off the top of my head. Into the driving cab, we're on a Ford chassis, V8 engine in here. You do have on the front here, it does have all your radio controls, of course, as well as your backup camera. You can power your phone with this, so your Google Maps will be able to show up on the screen here, just to make life a little bit easier. And your basic traction control buttons, your AC and heat for the cab, and pretty much a basic Ford chassis in the front. Up above me in the air, above the driving area, is one of our sleeper areas. You have your TV on a swivel mount to the side here, your ladder, a couple cup holders in the back, and you do get a window up at the top for a little bit of ventilation as well. Above the couch, we have actually a decent amount of storage up above here. These are on struts as well, so you don't have to hold them up. Couch does jackknife into another sleeper if you need it, as well as the dinette will fold down as well. Moving on back here, do have a nice little coat rack right by the door, and above that, a little bit more storage up top. Onto the kitchen area. So you have a single bay true metal sink, residential pull-out faucet on that. Underneath the sink, I have a nice little area for a trash can that'll actually fit. A lot of times you can't even fit a trash can in there. 3 pull-out full extension drawers. And we have our generator controls, our water pump controls, water heater, and then our tank monitoring panel. Moving on down, up above the sink, a little bit more storage. Above the microwave, same idea. Greystone microwave, as well as our Furion 3-burner cooktop. Does have the glass recess on there, so you can use it for counter space. Flip it back, you got your 3 burners, and then a decent sized oven underneath there. Now these do have the fancy LEDs on it, so you can light them up, change, I don't think you can change the color, but they're a nice blue. Moving on. Dometic 6 cubic foot gas and electric fridge. Decent amount of space. Up above that, again, even more storage, again on a strut. You have your wardrobe right behind there, so a decent sized wardrobe up top, as well as 4 more full extension drawers. On to the restroom here. Restroom has your medicine cabinet that actually opens. Your sink, which is a metal bowl still. Underneath there, a little bit of space maybe for some linens or a trash can. You do have a GFI outlet in the restroom here as well. Your commode. And in the shower, just to give you a point of reference, I have plenty of space to stand here. You do have the skylight up above. And your light switches to the side here. To the bedroom area. Oh, before I forget, they put in this sweet pantry into the kitchen here. So that goes all the way back. There's huge storage on those 3. And then they've added in these custom pull-out drawers as well. So you can actually get to the back of that. It's actually kind of nice. On to the bedroom area here. On both sides of the bed, you have a 120 plug as well as USB chargers, which are 12 volt on both sides. You have windows on both sides of the bed, so you get that cross breeze. Overhead storage up above, which is pretty deep. Maybe for some more clothes or something like that. You can never bring enough. And onto the back here, you have your TV mount, your thermostat, lights for back here, and then this is your slide control. And I think that about concludes the tour of the 26HE here. If I did miss anything, please don't hesitate to let me know. Again, my name is Destin. You can reach me here at 603-452-7291. Thanks, I hope you enjoy your day.